what was the jump for you?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So at this time in my life, I had been working at a market in like the meat department, which was a lot of fun. And I was, this angry atheist. Everybody who's religious is dumb. And I had kind of developed this understanding of what life is all about as something like basically what you see in the movies. Like life is all about being successful and making other people jealous of you and exerting your power over other people, or being the coolest person, or I don't know. I had this weird tendency to just speak my mind even when it was really rude,
Hmm.
and I took pride in that. So there was a lot of that, and I feel like one day while I was at work, I just realized, and this, I mean, I attribute this to God. I feel like God just took the the comfort that I took in those things. God ripped it away from me
Hmm.
in that moment, and I just thought, oh, if there's no God, then it doesn't matter how successful I am in this life, or how cool I am, or how revered I am. I'm gonna die, and everybody who thinks highly of me is gonna die, and eventually nothing is gonna exist. The sun's gonna explode, the earth is gonna end, and nothing that I've ever done will ever matter.
Hmm.
And I felt like a bottomless pit in my chest, and I was like, whoa, I can't live with that. I need to really investigate this. If that is the case, I need to accept it. But if it's not the case, then I need to really find that out too. So and there was a sense of panic in me, and I don't know, like the reason I attribute this to God is not because I heard some voice or something, but it's just it was a normal day at work, and this just hit me like a brick wall. And I was like, I need to have a better foundation for my life than this pride or whatever that I've been building it on. And I just felt like I need to listen to the Bible. That was my first instinct. Like, I just need to read the Bible or listen to the Bible, and that'll give me some good foundation, at least some good moral foundational teachings. And so I just started like listening to the Bible that day on whatever app, like they have an audio version, and I found comfort in that. And then I looked into evidence for Christianity for the first time, listening to it from a Christian perspective, not hearing it through the
Hmm.
filter of atheists who are regurgitating in a straw man fashion Christian arguments.
Yeah.
And um, around this time, I had been arguing with a friend who was a longtime Christian, and he was trying to convince me of evidence for the resurrection, and I was just like blowing it off, like, this is dumb. You just believe these fairy tale stories that were made up. And and then I was like, all right, I'm going to listen to you know a Christian perspective, which at the time I listened to Inspiring Philosophy, lots of good apologetics on there. He has a
Hmm.
whole playlist on evidence for the Bible and evidence for the resurrection and the reliability of the Bible and things like that. So I listened to that and I was like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. Actually, these Christians, there is a good reason to believe that this is true. And then
Yeah.
I did look into other religions and evidence for those, and the evidence just didn't come close. So I thought, if any religion is true, it has to be this one. And then I went from there.
Wow.